The title of the first American film by Belgian director Felix van Groningen, who made The Broken Circle Breakdown in 2012, is Beautiful Boy. It's a heartbreaking insight into the pain experienced by a parent when an adored child becomes involved in the destructive and dangerous addiction. Nick Schell, at the age of 18, has become hopelessly addicted to crystal meth and heroin, and his father, though desperate to help him, is impotent. Steve Carell plays David in one of this versatile actor's finest performances, while the remarkable Timothée Chalamet, so memorable in Call Me By Your Name, is painfully believable as Nick. In the opening sequence, a visibly drawn and anguished David seeks help from a specialist in drug addiction. What is it doing to him, he asks, and then, what can I do to help him? And the answer to the second question, sadly, is not a great deal. Once an addiction takes hold, as we know, the victim becomes irrational and manipulative. Yet David and Nick were once so close.
Yeah, I've seen a few extra bucks.
Why don't we just have lunch and talk? We can do that, right?
How's Karen and the kids?
Okay. They ask about you. Is there step up next week? And I know they'd love you.
You're guilt tripping me, all right?
No, I'm just saying.
I feel horrible about myself.
I know they wanted you to be there, that's all.
When David's marriage to Nick's mother, Vicky, Amy Ryan, ended, he was given custody of the boy. He's now married to the warm-hearted Karen, Maura Tierney, and they have 2 young kids of their own. On the surface, Nick is everything a father could wish for in his son. Charming, intelligent, strikingly handsome, and, yes, beautiful. But all that changes when he tries crystal meth for the first time. It's not long before the addiction takes hold, and Nick begins staying out all night, returning home to frighten his young siblings with his strange behaviour, and to fill his father with dread. There are times when he promises to stop, when he swears he will return to a normal life, but he always backslides. Placing him in a residential home for addicts is no solution. He simply walks away, and eventually winds up, together with his girlfriend Lauren, Caitlin Dever, in some sordid and dangerous places. The Schell memoirs have been adapted for the screen by Van Groningen in collaboration with Australian poet, novelist and screenwriter Luke Davies, who scripted Lion and whose novel about drug addiction, Candy, was brought to the screen in 2006 by director Neil Armfield, with Heath Ledger and Abbie Cornish in the leading roles. It's a fine screenplay, notable for the insights it offers into this nightmarish world. Van Groningen's direction is also assured, and there are memorable performances in the 2 principal roles. For anyone with a family member who suffered addiction, including alcoholism and gambling, Beautiful Boy will provide both a challenging and quite possibly an uplifting experience. I'm giving it 4 stars.